it for you. So if your bank doesn't connect, you have the option of doing that without having to convert or do external things. It's just pop it in and move it along.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think most people are concerned and are mostly curious about the bank feed,
Yeah.
reconciliation,
Yeah.
that sort of thing. Could you do you mind
Hmm.
sharing
Absolutely.
your
Yeah. I
screen and let's
set
take
us
a
up.
look because I think that's the first impression that people will get is like, okay, well, how do I convert my QuickBooks bank feed knowledge
Yeah.
into the Xero bank feed knowledge?
Yeah.
So that's because that's where
And
for a lot of people the magic happens.
the magic happens. And I think the biggest thing to the caveat too is if you think about it, the path of Xero was it was built in these other countries that don't have as many banks as us. I mean, if you think of how many banks we have in our nation, like it's in our United States, is crazy, right? It's built for like 6 banks. So you didn't need this extra thing, and the US market needs it. So I'll go ahead and share. And
Vivian actually said she likes the fact that Xero's bank balance is the cumulative bank feed info rather than the current bank balance, which
yeah,
how many times anybody here that's listening has gotten a call from a client that says, something's wrong. My balance doesn't equal the bank. You're messed up. You didn't do your books right. And then you're like, whoa, wait a minute. You're looking at the bank balance and the QuickBooks balance. You had a lot of checks outstanding, but they call you up and they start yelling at you and they don't understand that there's a difference between the two balances. I bet there's a lot of people who've had that
yeah.
lovely conversation
Oh yeah, no, we've had it so many times.
many times. Yeah.
Yeah. So you all can see my screen,
Yes,
correct?
ma'am.
Great.
Mhm.
Okay. So I'll just pop into this is your dashboard. You can edit and move stuff around on your dashboard, so you can show things that you want. You don't have to have everything displayed. I do like Linda and I love
We
this.
love that. Yeah, it's
This
cool.
watch list. There's a
It's
way to
good for the
build.
client too. I mean,
hmm Cash in and out, just simple. It's just very like we were saying, it's very easy. So let's just go into reconcile.
does Xero do payroll? It's always outsourced payroll, right? There's no Xero pay.
Yeah, they in the past they had that for a little bit. Didn't really move as well. It wasn't available in all the states. Every state is so hard. I
It's
mean, payroll
too
is
hard.
hard.
Yeah.
But so their partner, they have you can paychecks, ADP, all of those can come in. Their deepest integration is with Gusto, and it works really well. Because I'm a huge Linda knows this. We're a huge Gusto firm. So I've been using Gusto for a while. Similar to what we see currently in our bank feeds in QBO, if it's matched, it has a green. So it has some sort of denotation. You can add bank rules and so forth. Um, I'm going to skip ahead and go to what Dan is asking about, which is the reconcile period. This is the newest thing that they've built. I happily have been a part of this in conversation at council. So you have, I'm starting fresh. This is a demo file, so just take it as it is. It'll tell us what's outstanding. So it looks like something's just been hanging out up here for a while. I had $100 to start. I've got a negative balance. It auto checks everything. I can close the period. Okay, great. There's my period. Let's go into what was the norm, what we also used to see. People, I think, were always confused by this, what I call the register, how to look at this. And it's organized by date. It can tell you what's unreconciled, what's reconciled. But for the sake of conversation, let's go into, I just reconciled April and I want to make a change to this. Um, let's just say that I'm gonna, just for ease, I'm gonna do this and hit update. It can't because it's locked, because it's in the reconciled period. So it protects the data. So that
Right. It
is,
just doesn't give you a warning like
Hmm.
QuickBooks, like
are you
you can do
sure?
this, but
Hmm.
Yeah, but there is, if you go back in and you found this error and it needs to be fixed, you can go back in and obviously unlock it, edit this period. It'll unlock the period and allow you to do this. But let's create the next period. It already populated my information. It populated my opening statement balance like we normally see in others. I'm going to put in 0. I'm just going to, go to the 7th because
is
sometimes
that
we do those
is that
soft
similar to the
closes.
close date
Yeah.
Or is it just for that register account?
It's for I would do the close date, the regular banking statement close date. I'm just, sometimes you do a soft reconcile to see where you're at, see where things
Mhm.
are. You kind of want to check it out, make sure everything's in right. I'm
See how
just
nice
playing
the
around.
UI is here, though? The red just kind of stands out, unless you're colorblind. The red
Yeah.
stands out.
Mhm.
And the blue, it's very nice on the eyes.
So it's telling me like, hey, you've got some stuff in here, but guess what? You've got things to code. You can't do this. So I would have to go back and, oh, look at that. Look at all this stuff I have to code. It's basically telling me go do your work.
Yeah.
In a nice
Um,
way.
yeah. The other
So
the other big
it's very
benefit.
similar to like I'm looking at
Yeah.
putting it through my QuickBooks lens,
Yeah.
because that is my frame of reference,
Yeah.
is very similar to like desktop, where the bank feed was left and right as opposed to uh, up and down.
Yeah. There you go. Um, the one feature I can do a cleanup so fast due to this thing called cache coding.
She does do it fast too. I've watched her. I'm like, I'm
I
so
have,
lost what you just did, Sarah.
yeah, I've done it was a small file, but Linda and I had to do something real quick and I literally took it was 12 months for I think it was a checking, savings, and a credit card, I think it was, Linda. And I was able to do it in about 7 hours
I know
total.
you popped in and I'm like, oh, I
Fast.
can't even follow you
Yeah.
here.
But the beauty of this tool is that you can organize it and you can basically mass, if I command, like just grab all these. Oops, I did that wrong with my keyboard. Sorry, I'm trying to.
Well, Xero's
And
getting a lot of love in the chat. I can tell you that.
let's just say I'm going to drop all these in. So we'll just travel maybe. Okay. All right. So I got to pop all these in. Good. Save and reconcile. Those are off my plate. Okay. Now I'm down to the next. 5 are done. Okay. Let's move on. When you're doing bulk work like this and you've got repetitive names, you can organize it by payee, description, you can apply. If you've got your rules, oh, look, 7-Eleven's in here. Okay, let's go do 7-Eleven. You got your rules right. Okay, so just go ahead and apply that rule. Thank you very much. I don't have to do anything. Goodbye. See you later. The mobile app. I was at Xero conference last year, and the mobile app just got a huge enhancement. So I was doing a client's file while listening to the seminar. It's a small file, just whipping it out, cleaning it up, and it was very intuitive. If you haven't checked out the mobile app, it's pretty neat, I'll be honest.
Can you show Sarah how because the other thing I didn't like about Xero is the fact that the chart of accounts is very, very flat. And you have a way of making it not be flat. Because I like the sub accounts and the collapsibility if the
Mm-hmm.
client wants extra
Yeah,
details.
yeah.
Can you
I
show
think
that?
this is where my buddy Jeff might come in and like this, and he might be saying this too, is what's nice about this is, so I'll go into what you're asking for, Linda, and I'll say edit my layout. And let's just decide that